everybody! How are we all doing today? My name is Anima and I have a post-commentated Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle for you featuring the one, the only, the amazing Xenon. Basically, he is a babe, and if you haven't subscribed to him, I'll be incredibly surprised if you haven't, because I'm sure most of you have appeared thanks to Xenon's thanks to the SOS video, and I thank you for that, and I thank him for that, and I will always thank that beautiful man for that, because he is bae. But this is a mixed tier match. I do believe the flavour was 1 OU, 2 UU, 2 RU, 2... No, 1 NU, yes. I do believe that was the flavour indeed. I don't really know if there's any deviations. I think I kind of brought 2 NU Pokemon, but I don't really care. I don't really mind that much. I kind of bring a deviation anyway, but let me just say, this man... his team building skills. I've always known he was a good battler, but I really definitely noticed his team building skills in this in particular. So, without further ado, before I get the chance to bore you any further, let's go and hit play. Now, I didn't really know what to lead with exactly, but Xenon is issuing that challenge. He has got the beautiful hat. I do believe we are actually wearing the same hat and same shirt, which is interesting. Yeah, I did decide to lead with my Archeops as my opponent led with the Hitmonchan Pityfuls. Pityful, that is a Mr. T reference, I do believe. I did decide just to go straight for the Sky Attack here, using up my Power Herb if you are English, Power Herb if you are American. And yeah, Crackers is going to become fully charged thanks to the Power Herb, and it's going to do a decent amount, but this thing is bulky, it is a Miltank, it is shiny, it is blue, it is a blue cow! I don't know how to feel about that, alright? So I did decide to go for the U-turn, deciding I'm not about this life. And the potential T-Wave or whatever. I did guess that the Stealth Rocks would be a thing, so I decided to bring in Pulse, hoping to get a good and powerful hit on this. Now begins the shenanigans. And, oh man, basically, I don't know if you noticed, you better have noticed, you should have noticed, there was a Flygon present in the team preview, and you are going to see it soon. My opponent did decide to bring out the Hitmonchan at this, as I go for the Mega Evolution and go for the Hidden Power Ice. Now this is a good switch in from my opponent, because the Hitmonchan will be able to take this. I suspect that it's Assault Vest, but I'm not really sure. I am able to get the Intimidate off though, which is nice. And we're going to get this Hidden Power Ice off, which is cool. It's going to do just a little smidge. But yeah, not really enough. I did actually predict the friggin' Flygon to come in here, as my opponent actually predicted me to switch out, so this was just a series of mispredictions on both of our behalves. But now he actually goes into the Flygon, and if I had gone with my gut and gone for the Hidden Power Ice, this thing would have been dead, and that would have been amazing. But alas, I did not go with my gut, I do not know why, and out came the Flygon, which is very sad indeed. I was just honestly tempted to spam. I wouldn't have lost anything by going for Hidden Power Ice constantly, because it was intimidated. But my opponent does predict me very nicely and goes for the U-turn. Now what you're going to see is a series of really good plays on Xenon's behalf. I am going to take the U-turn, fine, but it's the damage from the Stealth Rocks that are the main concern. And I don't have Defog on this Golbat, which is extremely irritating. I do actually bring the extra, like, if you see me with sort of 3 walls or something, it's because there's something in the third guy that I need, that I want. You know, that's kind of the point there. So my opponent goes for the Mega Evolution into the Charizard Y, as I bring in my Florges, anticipating this. Now basically, essentially, what I got this feeling prior to the battle that there would be a Charizard Y. I just had this feeling, but I thought, nah, I'm just not going to prepare for that at all, and decided to not prepare for that in the slightest. Yeah, so my poor Florges is here, and not going to be able to take much, honestly, but I do decide to go for the Toxic just to help whittle away this Charizard. Keep it pressured into switching, perhaps, so it doesn't just sit here and camp out and destroy my whole entire life. Yeah, so this is very unfortunate, very upsetting indeed. The Charizard is here, it is queer, and I am not here, but I am queer, I guess. So this last Femto is going to take me out, and the whole point of bringing Florges was actually for that aromatherapy, because I just really enjoy having Heal Bell / aromatherapy on my teams lately. And that kind of shot me in the face, ass, and all other areas it could possibly shoot me. So So I am going to try and build my team building skills. Lots of building going on. I do decide to go straight for the head smash here as my opponent goes out into Flygon. And unfortunately for me, I actually missed the head smash. It would have been nice because it would have done a lot of damage. But alas, I mean, I don't know. It would have been cool, but my opponent gets the fire punch and actually burns me. So yeah, that's very sad. And of course the fire punch is boosted because it's in the sun, but it was unfortunate that I got burned, but hacks is hacks. And oh man, I'm not gonna lie, this did upset me in the battle, but like, I didn't blame him at all. Now there's not really anything I can do about this. I do decide to save Crackers as fodder for later on, so I decide to go for the U-turn and go into my Ice Bastard, the Avalug, because I want to get rid of these rocks like yesterday, because they are starting to pile up on my team. And if I have any hope of winning, it's going to be to get rid of these so I can just switch enough. But I have decided that after this, I'm going to be really working hard on building some properly cohesive teams, because I have this awful habit of just chucking shit together and just kind of praying it works, and I'm not experienced enough for that. Go for the rapid spin, and that is going to clear away all that nasty shit away from me. And that's amazing. The Charizard is going to get poisoned, so ha! That's wonderful news. Obviously I can't stay in on a flamethrower or anything, so I do go out into Crackers for the death fodder. That's not a racist term for all you haters. That is well, no, the term Cracker is a racist term, but like, you know, I'm not using it in that way, okay? Please, come on, just fucking go easy on me. It's just because he's Crackers, he's like bonkers, he's crazy, you know, he's nuts. He probably wants some Crackers too. So I do go out into Pulse, and this is honestly just the mind games. I was sat here trying to make this decision for ages! I really was. I was really seriously trying to make this decision for ages. I did not know what to do. But I ended up going straight for the Volt Switch here. And I was so deathly afraid of the Flygon. I was so afraid of that thing. It was really limiting, really pressuring for me. And that first hidden power missed opportunity at the beginning, that really cost me in this match. So I did go for the Volt Switch at the Hitmonchan and go out into my my Golbat Patrick as my opponent goes into Musa. Now, much to my eternal disdain, I do decide to go for the Super Fang. What I should have done here was gone for the Taunt, just straight off the bat, thinking that the Hitmonchan wasn't going to stay in, but I was kind of hoping that something else would come in, and I would have really liked to have some damage on something. But alas, the T-Wave is here. If I had gone for the Taunt, this would have been an incredibly different game, but I get stage fright, you see, I really do. Like, when I'm against, like, big names or whatever, like, I do get serious stage fright. Seriously, I really do. It affects my performance completely. But that's not downplaying Xenon's abilities, because, you know, I'm not saying that he had, like, a really, like, I'm not saying that he didn't play good, or that I just played so bad or whatever. I'm not saying that, so just so you know. So I decided to bring in Babe the Haxorus, and there's a very good reason why it's called Babe, and I will tell you that one day, maybe even in this video, who knows. And I thought maybe a +1 Dragon Claw might be able to take this thing out. That's what I was seriously hoping for. I do have the Lumberry, so I wasn't too concerned about getting paralyzed. But as you can see, as you will see, rather, this Dragon Claw, this cow is so damn fat. Like, I ran off and did some calcs, and if I got maximum damage, I did actually have a chance of taking it out. But alas, to my eternal disdain, it lives with probably like 10 HP or something, and is able to get off the T-Wave. And this is very sad indeed. This completely shot my chances of getting of really seriously clawing it back. Now at this point I'm not even sure if it's even still like 4-0 or 5-0, I really don't remember. But he's gonna get off this Seismic Toss regardless, and poor Babe, is just gonna get smushed. Go for the Dragon Claw though, and I am able to take out Musa, so at least that's one friggin' Pokemon down. Managed to kill a cow! Wonderful! Good burgers for everybody. Sorry vegetarians. I am terribly sorry indeed. I do not mean any offense. So the Charizard comes out, and there is like, I can't live anything this thing does. Nobody can. So I just have to leave Babe in, and she is going to get taken out by this air slash. Babe, my babe! The truth is, the first competitive Pokemon I ever bred was actually a Haxorus. It had like, my best work was like, it had 4 IVs, 4 perfect IVs. Now here I was like, I really just didn't feel any kind of inclination that this match was going to be mine. But I just got the feeling that he was going to withdraw, and I went straight for the HP Ice as he went out into the Flygon. And it worked out for me because we are able to take out this Flygon. Now you are going to see that I get the critical hit, but it doesn't really matter. It's 4 times like effective Dragon Ground. There is absolutely no way. And we are able to take the Flygon out. They're a bit weird looking. They are a bit weird looking, aren't they, with their giant lens things. I can't take what this Victini is going to do, so I have to Volt Switch. Gotta get the fuck out of there. And I do decide to go out into Patrico, who will not be able to take this anyway because it's in the sun and everything is awful. But I did need to get some chip damage on this Victini just so that Manectric would be able to kill it later on. But alas, you are going to see the results of this endeavor. The Victini's speed is going to fall, the defense, the special defense, everything. That is the whole deal with V-Create. But the attack doesn't fall, does it? No. Interesting, interesting. The Mozilla lives on. And yeah, so I'm going to go into Pulse. Going to get the useless Intimidate because it's already like dead basically. And I'm going to go for the Volt Switch again. Reason being, I was hoping to hopefully maybe at some point throughout my life get some kind of Intimidate on the I was concerned that the Venusaur, I was trying to stall out the sun, you see, because I had this feeling the Venusaur is obviously chlorophyll. So I need to be able to get the Charizard in and have the sun die when the Charizard is here, if I am going to have a chance to outspeed the Venusaur. But combined with the rocks damage and so on and so forth, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be a bit hard. I'm just putting it out there. Sunlight is gonna fade, so that plan is realized, and the Charizard is gonna get whittled down by the Toxic. So that's okay. But I'm gonna go into Pulse here, and we're gonna get off this Thunderbolt. There's absolutely nothing in the way now because I killed the fucking dragon twat and it's gone, so wonderful. The Charizard is going to go down to this. There's absolutely no way it could have survived there, and Pulse is victorious over the Charizard at least. But I had to be extremely careful about that. Now this Venusaur will be able to take a Flamethrower because Venusaurs are fat, and this isn't Stab. But it is a 2 KO, but unfortunately I have been whittled down to the point where a Life Orb Sludge Bomb is definitely going to be able to take me out. And that is Pulse's Reign of Terror come to a close as my opponent finishes the game with a 2-0 victory over moi. So it didn't actually go as terribly as I thought it was going to be. There was a definite point where I was like, I think when, again, I'm not blaming him whatsoever because that is the game, but when Archeops got burnt, I definitely felt a feeling of, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to really struggle with this. But, you know, that's what happens. Hacks is a thing. Hacks is a serious thing. But guys, please, if you haven't already, I'll be extremely shocked, appalled even. I'll judge you to death if you haven't, actually. If you haven't checked out Xenon, then please go do so, because he is very talented. He is very good. And as I said earlier, I do feel more inspired to examine my teams with a little more gusto and a little more technicality. But yeah, please, I really do hope that you enjoyed this battle, you guys. Feel free to leave a like rating if you did enjoy this battle, because I would super appreciate that. Lets me know how you feel about it. And if you dislike it, please leave a comment telling me why, so I can improve content for the future for you guys. Also, leave a comment in general anyway, so I know what you think. Let's see, is there a question of the day? Let me consider that. What was your very first shiny? Tell me the circumstances surrounding it. Tell me how you felt about it. Mine was Manectric, and it was the very first Manectric I'd ever seen. So I was like, shit. I didn't even realize it was shiny. I just thought it was kind of weird. Oh, I guess you could say Gyarados, but that's like the first shiny that anybody gets in Silver. Anyway, I am rambling. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. More importantly than any of that stuff, more importantly than all of that, is for you all to take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon.